Hello and welcome back to the Boss House. I'm Bo. This is my journey to find financial stability for me, my partner, and his 3 kids. This is the wrap up of my first paycheck of July. I did get paid on the 6th, so this is going all the way up till that point on the 5th. So this week what I spent was on the first $22.99 for YouTube as expected. Got a snack for $1.35 on the 2nd. Then on the 5th, another snack for $1.65. And then I unstuffed $59 from groceries. I know I've said this in videos before, but I hardly have any expenses right now on my personal budget. Oh, sorry, car going past. I hardly have any transactions on my personal budget because I don't have a vehicle right now, and I'm very limited in what I can do. And also, I'm trying to sell my house, and that is a separate budget, so all excess money is going towards there where I can. So my spending is pretty sparse here, and let's take a look at the actual budget. So, on the Paycheck budget tracker, I got paid $1,050.45. I budgeted for $1,030. Excuse me. I just wanted to give myself some wiggle room, and I wasn't sure how much my check would be. So that's more than expected, but that is expected, if that makes sense. So $1,050.45. And then for my fixed expenses, my bills, I had Spotify for $10.89 as expected. Renter's insurance, $20.26. YouTube for $22.99. And then train fare, and this is train fare for the kids, because me and my partner both have 30-day passes, but the kids don't. So it gets reloaded once it goes down to a certain threshold. So I never know when this is going to happen because it depends on how many places we take the kids. So I think after this, I'm going to start putting in my variable expenses and budgeting for $20 maybe every paycheck. And then, there's going to be excess. So whatever excess, if I don't spend it, if I don't get the $20 taken out, then it'll just go to the dice challenge and the house, just like normal. But in any case, that's that. And then that brought my fixed expenses to $74.14, which is a little more than what I planned for. But that left me with, oh my goodness, there's so many cars. I'm so sorry. That left me with $976.31, which is more than expected because I did give myself some wiggle room here. So, down to my variable expenses, dining out was $3 because got snacks a couple times, and then groceries, $161. Because I unstuffed that $59 from groceries. That brought my variable expenses to $164, left me with $812.31, which is more than I planned for. And then for my sinking funds, now these, most of these are just revolving. Most people would consider these variable expenses, but I don't unstuff these envelopes unless I spend something on my credit card instead of spending cash. And then I'll just unstuff this, and I'll unstuff that amount and then use it in the next paycheck. So I don't deposit money back in the bank. I don't unstuff this money. Once it's here, it's spent as far as my budget is concerned. So that went as expected with $120 to health, $40 to shopping, which is for the house, $40 for miscellaneous, $20 for birthdays, $20 for clothing, $40 for pet food, $40 for registration and license. And again, I don't have a vehicle, but this is going to replace my passport. So that's $40, and then $35 to subscriptions. Brought my sinking funds to $355 as expected. Left me with $457.31. I never use this extra debt thing. I don't like it. So that brings me down to extra savings, which is where I keep my savings challenges. Now, I know I said this before. I'm sorry if this is like a repeat, but I prefer long-term savings challenges because I want to be able to plan for things. I don't like too many surprises in my budget. So all three of these are annual challenges. Penny challenge, I put the average of the 1 penny more a day. The average $26 as expected. $25 to the $1,000 challenge, which is replacing $1,000 in my emergency fund. And then for my $2,000 challenge, $75 as expected. So all of that is as expected. It works out. The maths, as some people say. I really like giving myself this wiggle room, so I think I'm going to keep budgeting in this vicinity, either 1,030 or 1,031, depending, because that's, that'd be rounding down $20-ish. So yeah, I think that's good. And then we're going to do the dice challenge, which I'm kind of excited for. I really thought about stopping the dice challenge because now that I have credit card debt in my house budget, that credit card is a lot higher than the credit card that I use for my personal budget. So on my personal budget, the credit card that carries a balance, it's a high balance. It's a higher balance than the other one, but it's only 4% interest. So the interest that I'm paying on that is really low, and it's not good. I don't want credit card debt, but considering my income and how much progress I can make, like on a regular basis, I'm sitting more than the minimum payment, but not that much more. But in any case, my house budget now has a credit card with a balance on it, and that credit card interest, sorry about that. That credit card interest is over 15%. So I haven't been charged an interest payment yet, but I know it's coming, and I really want to focus on paying that card down as fast as possible before the house sells. When the house sells, I'm going to pay off all my debts. That's not a concern. But now that I have another credit card that has a balance but also has higher interest, I want to start paying that down more. So, all that being said, the Roll the Dice challenge, for me, this is, I roll some D10s and a D6, and that decides what percentage of what's left over here is going to go to potentially something besides the house. Because right now, whatever's left over is going to go to the house. That's how I make my zero-based budget, is whatever is remaining goes to the house fund. Or goes to my house budget. But I do want to give my other goals a chance. Even though, technically it's not the most mathematically correct thing to do. I do have other goals, and I know I'm going to pay off my house credit card when the house sells anyway. So I want to have fun, y'all. I want to have fun. I'm sorry. But anyway, whatever percentage this, my dice say, that is what will get sent to one of these categories. However, I will give myself a little voice of reason. I did change 2 of these to the house budget, and also I'm limiting this to 50%. So nothing higher than 50% is going to get sent anywhere except the house budget. That is as far as I can push myself, y'all. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, all that being said, We're done here. Let me roll these dice and see. Okay. Oh! 83%. We're not doing that. Because we're not doing more than 50%. So we're going to leave that 3. And we're going to try again. 53%. And, we're going to try again. I can't win, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, all of that to get to 3%. So 3% of what's left over is going to my Capital One credit card. And that is the cheaty, that's the cheatiest, that's not a word. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to discuss it. 3% is going to my personal credit card debt. So let's math the math. What's left? Okay, we have, so what's left over is, let's see, 457.31 minus 26 minus 25 minus 75. So 331.31, and we're going to multiply that by 0.03. So $9.94 is going to my Capital One credit card, and that is what's happening. We are going to accept it because I'm going to be a responsible adult and send more to my house budget credit card is what's going to happen. So $9.94, because we're rounding up, is going to that. And then that leaves, oh my goodness, I should have just subtracted. Okay. 331.31 minus 994 equals, why did I do that? Okay, so that's correct, but also I didn't add these up. I'm just having that kind of day-to-day, I guess. I don't know. 26 plus 25 plus 75 plus 994. So this was 135.94. Good grief. I'm sorry, y'all. So 321.37 is going to my house budget. Sorry about that too. I'm a mess today, but we're dealing with it, okay? I love y'all. Okay, so I went over budget in one thing, but under budget in others. We're good here. I had more left over than I planned for, and that's what matters. So more than what I planned for is going to go to the house budget, and I'm very happy with how this ended. Thank you so much for staying as long as you did. I love you. I appreciate you. You deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.